Okay, so week 3 of our lapel guard blueprint. We are looking at how to deal with someone who will not stand up in your lapel guard. So we talked about how if they stayed on their knees, we opened up the lapels and we had one over the shoulder and one under the armpit. The one over the shoulder gave me options to hit the arm sling arm bar. We also looked at an Americana, a wrist lock, and an Ezekiel choke. We're going to add in a pendulum choke, and that's the end of that sequence. So again, from there, I'm just going to abandon squid. I come across, karate chop, that's a palm down grip. And again, I'll be looking to bump to get this past my center line. I get head control. I want the top lock. If I can jump and get it, that's good. But chest counters to turn his shoulder in. I still have high guard, but I don't have the bite in the shoulder. So we also looked then at the Americana, the wrist lock from that position. If I wasn't getting that, maybe I just didn't have the angle, we passed the lapel around from my right hand to my left hand. And then my fist came through that space and we had the Ezekiel. But let's just say, she has a really pointy chin, a big beard, and I actually can't get my right hand in underneath his chin from here. The go-to move from there is my right hand finds the pants. I'm going to pendulum out my left leg, and my right knee, the back of my right knee goes high into his left armpit. As I kick up and I pendulum sweep him over. Now from there, as before I even get into top position, I'm already punching my left arm through to create space for my right to come up. So as I move from my left hip up into technical mount, T-mount. Now from there I can just pull on the lapel. We have the Ezekiel again, but just from technical mount, from top position. Let's just get another angle on that. So again, I broke shade down, I started to work on opening the lapels out. So for the arm sling side, if I'm attacking his right arm, I want this over the shoulder. This one's here, coming underneath, opening this one up underneath. Just wait until he postures. Good players will. And then I make that grip. And then we look at trying to get this across the center line. I control his posture. But now, when I shoulder jump to get to the top lock, he turns his shoulder in. So I don't have the bite, which gives me the Americana or the wrist lock. If I just didn't have the angle for that, the next sequence is I pass the lapel around from my right to my left. I try to come in for the Ezekiel, can't get it. So now I'm going to sweep him till get top and then try to hit it again. So my right hand just grabs the pants, my left leg kicks out, using this lapel around his neck as a massive lever. The detail is of the sweep though, it's my right leg driving high into his left armpit. Just take it back a step there, bro. Also, I don't want Shay falling onto my left leg and lying on it. So when this left leg kicks out, I also scissor it so that when he lands on the mat and my left leg is free. So I'm going to punch this through with my left hand. As my right comes up, I'm physically pulling myself. My left knee's coming up behind his head, right foot's glued to the hip. And now from there we have that Ezekiel choke from technical mount. Just one more angle on that, bro. So again, I break him down, I open up the lapels. One's coming over the shoulder, one's coming under. The minute he postures, I have two routes to go down. I can either play squid or this arm sling position. We bump it across, control the posture, jump into the top lock, but he's turned his shoulder. Americana's there, wrist lock's there, Ezekiel, maybe I can't get in, his chin's tucked. So we just find the pants, kick this leg out. Right leg goes deep into the armpit and I'm pulling on the lapel. The detail is I do not want him landing on my left leg. Now from there I punch this through a little bit. So now there's space. I pull my knee up towards his head as I move into technical mount, and now we have the lapel Ezekiel again. So that's our next move in the system.